Fat loss after 40 can feel like a minefield. You're doing everything that you did in your 30s, you're eating less, you're moving more, and nothing seems to be happening. Your hormones are all over the place, you're exhausted, and the scales just won't budge. And everyone's telling you, oh, it's your hormones, it's your metabolism, it's your age. But the things people don't want to tell you is that hormones can and do make it harder, but they do not make it impossible. And once you understand what's actually happening and what actually works, your fat loss journey gets much easier. I'm Louise, I'm 40, I've lost 35-ish kilos, and I work with women over 40 every day who are navigating perimenopause, menopause and fat loss. And in this video, I am going to break down what's actually happening, what's going on, what's making it harder, and what will actually work. So, let's get into it. Now, let's start with what's happening in perimenopause. Your hormones are fluctuating. Thank you. Estrogen and progesterone are erratic before they start to decline. This can affect your sleep, your energy, your mood, your hunger. It can make your ability to be consistent harder. Your metabolism has slowed down, but not at the rate people tell you. So approximately 2 to 4% per decade after 30, which for a 70 kilo woman, that's roughly 100 to 200 calories a day. It's not thousands, it's not a huge drop, but it is lower and you should be aware of it. Your muscle mass will decrease if you are not actively maintaining it. So women lose about 3 to 8% of muscle mass per decade after they turn 30. And the less muscle you have, the lower your metabolic rate is. And this all compounds the metabolism slowdown. So also your sleep gets disrupted. Night sweats, insomnia, poor quality sleep. When you're tired, you move less. And you also eat more. Your ghrelin increases, your leptin decreases, it makes you hungrier, which makes it difficult to stick to things. Your stress response changes, your recovery takes longer, and you can't out-train everything like you used to. You might need more purposeful recovery. And your body composition shifts, so your fat distribution changes, so people notice more fat around the midsection, and because your muscle mass is lower and your activity levels often decrease, your body composition seems like it's changed. So yes, hormones do make fat loss harder, but it just means your margin for error is slightly smaller. It means you need to be slightly more intentional, and it means consistency matters a whole lot more. But that does not mean it's impossible. So, what doesn't work? Falling for perimenopause bullshit. So, the industry wants you to believe that hormone balancing supplements, adaptogens, proprietary blends, peptides, etc. will help. None of them will work. Save your money, use it for something else. You do not need a special perimenopause diet. You don't need to eliminate foods. You don't need hormone-friendly meal plans. You don't need overly restrictive protocols. They only work, if they work, because they create a calorie deficit, not because they do something magic to your hormones. You also don't need special perimenopause workouts that don't stress your body or are cortisol friendly. Light yoga, walking only, reformer Pilates. You need to strength train in the gym. Gentle is not enough. And you also can't blame everything on your hormones. It's not your cortisol, it's not your estrogen, it's not your thyroid. Thyroid? Sometimes yes, thyroid, sometimes yes, but mostly not. So if you're really concerned, go to GP, get a blood test, but most of the time it is not hormones. The industry, however, profits from making you think that you need these special solutions. But what you actually need is to do the basics consistently. So I'm going to tell you what actually works. So the 3 non-negotiables for fat loss after 40 that you need to know. Number 1, if you want to lose fat after 40, you need these 3 things. A calorie deficit. You cannot lose fat without a calorie deficit. Hormones do not override thermodynamics. You are not magic. Yes, your metabolism may be slightly slower, and yes, you might need fewer calories now than you did 10 years ago. But the principle is still the same. Create a system that helps you eat less and burn more. So, how to create a calorie deficit? Track your food, weigh your food uncooked, be honest about what you put in your face, oils, drinks, snacks while cooking. Don't aim too big. 0 to 5 to 1% body weight loss a week is sustainable, which is just less than a kilo a week, there or thereabouts. But you have got a smaller margin for error. You cannot out-train a bad diet. And consistency will beat perfection every single time. Here's what I see as a common mistake. Weekend blowouts, not accounting for cooking oils, drinks, healthy, high-calorie foods. If you are not losing fat, there is no way you are in a calorie deficit regardless of your hormones. So, number two, strength training. This is non-negotiable. Your muscle mass is protective. It will maintain your metabolic rate. It will support your bone density. It will improve your insulin sensitivity. It will make you more capable. Now, what that actually means: progressive overload, adding weight or reps over time, lifting heavy enough that the last 2 to 3 reps are hard, not that you could carry on all day. You probably need between 2 and 4 sessions a week, focusing on big movements, compound movements. I'll cover those in another video. You do not need light weights, body pump classes, doing exercises that feel nice but don't really challenge you. Because if you're losing muscle mass, you're losing muscle mass if you are not actively building it or maintaining it. And no amount of cardio will preserve your muscle mass in a calorie deficit. And less muscle means lower metabolic rate, means harder to lose fat. So you can't just eat less and walk more. You must lift weights regularly. And number 3, daily movement. So you need to hit 7 to 10,000 steps a day, start where you are and build. This is called non-exercise activity thermogenesis, and it can add up to 200 to 400 calories a day. It doesn't require workouts, just intentional movement throughout the day. Now, why does this matter? It is sustainable calorie expenditure. It doesn't require recovery like intense cardio. It's quite easy to track. It compounds over weeks and months, and it's really easy and accessible to do. You can walk while you're on the phone, you can park in the car park further away, you can take the stairs, you can get a dog. I've borrowed one today. It made going for a walk much, much easier. Steps are the easiest way to increase your calorie deficit without burning yourself out and making yourself hungrier. So, in summary, you need calorie deficit, gym 2 to 4 times a week, daily steps for sustainable calorie burn, and that is it. They are the 3 things fundamentally that work. There's no magic supplement, there's no special diet. You do not need gentle yoga only. You need to do the basics relentlessly and consistently. And that is how you will get your results. So, why does fat loss actually get easier once you understand? So, you stop wasting money on silly supplements. You don't start another restrictive diet that you can't stick to. You don't spend hours searching for one weird trick or hack. Just a deficit, strength training, and steps. You also get to stop blaming your hormones for everything, which is nice. Yes, hormones can make it harder. I'm not saying they don't, but most of the time the issue is consistency, tracking accuracy, your habits at the weekend, not training hard enough in the gym. If you are genuinely worried, go and see your GP. They will do a blood test for you. But please stop using hormones as a scapegoat not to do the basics consistently. And the other reason this makes it easier is because you're only focusing on 3 things. Are you in a deficit? Are you going to the gym, working hard 2 to 4 times a week? Are you hitting a minimum number of steps per day? If it's yes to all 3 of those things and nothing has changed for 2 to 3 weeks, then it's time to adjust them. If you answer no to any of those, fix that first. And also, you get to stop comparing yourself to 30-year-old you. Yes, it's harder now. Yes, you need fewer calories. Yes, your recovery will take longer, but you can still lose fat. You can still build muscle. You can still get stronger. You just need to be more intentional. So, fat loss after 40 is not impossible. It's just more difficult. And once you accept that and get stuck in and do the work, it gets easier because you know what's working and what's not. So, if you're ready to actually do this, you're a woman over 40 who is tired of blaming hormones and wants a plan that actually works, here's how I help. So I work with women one-to-one on all sorts of things, but mostly custom strength training programs, so progressive overload that's tailored to you, nutrition coaching, calorie, protein targets, how to track accurately, how to fit it into actual normal days, weekly check-ins so I can know what's going on and I can adjust. You get direct access to me through WhatsApp when you've got questions. I will never ever sell you a magic supplement. I will never ever give you a restrictive meal plan, and I will give you no bullshit. Just ways to achieve a calorie deficit, great strength training, a little bit more movement, and some consistency. And if that sounds like something you want, you can find the link to book a call with me in the description somewhere. And if you found it helpful, please subscribe to this channel for more honest, evidence-based fitness content for women over 40. You can join my email list where I will give you a free test that you can help structure your training around 8 movements for women over 40 who want to get stronger. And in the next video, I am going to cover how chasing PBs and personal bests in the gym taught me a lot about myself. I will see you next time. Have a great day.